Good news. It's good news. There you go. Appreciate it.
America, America, we need justice and peace. Hey, what's going on? I am Hassan Haze. I am representing Army of Thinkers, and we are broadcasting live on Hood News. Today we're at the Unity Fest, where I will be talking to people about justice or else. What does justice mean to you? What does the or else mean? Y'all keep it locked and stay tuned. I know I'm gonna meet some invigorating people. Keep it locked. 10/10 marks the 20-year anniversary of the Million Man March. Mr. Farrakhan has built it justice or else. When people hear justice or else, they go, or else what? What does the or else mean to you?
The or else means to me, see, I'm still confused about that because last time in 1995 with the or else, all the wonderful money that they build, why there's no youth centers globally with all that money that they built, because they kept going up and down, up and down, up and down collecting money, because I know too many folks that went there and they told me personally. So what else? What are y'all talking about? What else?
Listen, 10/10, it's a lot of talk about it. You got pros and cons, you know. You got people talking about, well, what happened to the money from last time? At the end of the day, last time is still this time. We still are in the same conversation. We still need to have this conversation. We still need to be comfortable enough and educated and eloquent and articulate enough to have this conversation on a level where we can actually do something about it and not just a level of anger and emotion. We can't mistake accomplishment for actions. You know, we think just because we do something, we're gonna accomplish something. No, we need to replace just raw actions with focus for accomplishments and goal setting and markers or whatnot. So I want a comprehensive conversation this time, and that's what I'm coming for 10/10. Hope to see you there.
Justice is something that unfortunately we really haven't been afforded in this country. You know, it seems like justice is definitely not for us, to be to be honest with you. You know, justice is something that white folks get. You know, the laws and privileges that are benefited to them, you know, we kind of are treated like the help in this country. So whenever we need justice, it doesn't seem like we get that. Justice is a joke, you know, but it's something that we can't just accept not getting it. You know what I mean? And now it's getting to the point where I think because they're so desperate and they're losing a footing on the world, they're going through unsurmountable tactics to try to curb the population with the GMO foods and the social injustice that you see with police getting, you know, victimizing us and they get off with it. You know, I think they're losing a grip. So what you're seeing is a desperation, you know what I mean, a fear that's evoking all of this volatile injustice around the country and around the world.
When I think of justice, I think of equity. So I think of equity and everyday matters from our justice system to our education. I think of fairness. I just think of sort of everyone's on the same playing field regardless of where you started from, regardless of your background. We all have the same access to opportunity, or at least we're striving to achieve that. So for me, that's justice.
Justice means for me when my basic human rights are violated by whoever or whatever force that may be, that person is made to be responsible for that and they face some sort of consequence.
Well, for me as a scientist and math community activist, justice means equal access. Justice means getting our students prepared for the future through becoming math literate and able to navigate the technical world to help us be all we can be for the future.
I mean, the or else part, I would say it definitely has to be the else is something, and it's definitely us being proactive in doing something else. And because if we're coming to you, the establishment, and we can't get the justice that we need, we can't get the support that we need, we can't get the help that we need to garner productivity throughout society, to get a good education in the community, to get justice in the good relationship between law enforcement and civilians, then we have to start doing some things internally organizing ourselves within, and because it's power in numbers. And so when we come from within and we unify, you know, that is going to spread like a ripple effect. What are you going to do with a million people? What are you going to do with 10 million people all moving for one cause? You can't stop things like that.
I mean, one of the agendas, diplomatic and political independence. I'm sorry, let me take that back. Political and economic independence, because we have those two things, then we have powers that other ethnic cultures have. You know, when it comes to justice or else, that's a beautiful movement. You know, but I would say like this, you know, I'm a little older, so I'm not mad with with how I see injustice happening, where I want to go throw a rock, you know, at a police car or something like that. I mean, it's deeper than that, you know, because we understand that, you know, we serve a creator. The creator is in us, but there's a higher power that sees all of that. And for those that's listening, if you are on the side of injustice, inaction, then you will have your day, you know, and at this time, you can do something about it. There could be some redemption for the wrongs, the inactions that you've done, you know. So justice or else is nothing more than saying that if you don't get your act together, you're gonna fall hard.
To be honest, I think, you know, a boycott comes with us just creating and developing and strengthening our own culture, because at the end of the day, there's no need to boycott Christmas if we have our own holidays and, you know, family values that we represent. But I definitely agree. At the end of the day, we can't really keep supporting these corporations and businesses that exploit our communities, whether you're talking about Walmart, Target, Kmart, a lot of the big oil companies. You know, you're dealing with a lot of exploitation. They're not really supporting the development of our communities, putting money in to support after-school programs for kids to give them something to do once they get out of school. We're not seeing all that support, and the best way for us to really make them feel the pressure is just that. Dr. King himself said in the speech before he died that we got to start boycotting companies like Wonder Bread, you know, Seal Test Milk in Mississippi, Coca-Cola, until they start providing and supporting the fair treatment of black people in this country. So, yeah, the best way to hit them is in the pocket.
So or else means we can't move forward as a society if we don't start to achieve equity in so many of our critical systems, at least to have folks at the same table thinking about real solutions that can really address a lot of the inequity that's happening, whether it's in urban communities, whether it's access to healthy food, whether it's, you know, where do we have parks and recreation centers, where do we make sure that kids have access to quality education. So or else means that we won't continue to move forward or have a chance to do so. So we continue to leave behind those who really do need this access and this fight for justice or else.
Well, I'm almost reluctant to say this, but for me, or else is what my major project is at this point. Justice or else we're going to start our own school district and leave you out there to do whatever it is that you're going to do. LA Unified School District does not value black students. So the only way that we're going to make anything like that happen is to start a school district of our own, and that's what we're working on.
I talked to a lot of great people with a lot of good insight. We heard from Brother Mac Capone, we heard from DJ Quest Coast, we heard from the Sister Gabrielle, and many more people. They all had good points. What do you think? I want you guys to go home, get on Instagram, grab your phone, get cute. You don't really have to get cute though. But I want you to make a 15-second video and tell me what justice or else means to you. Y'all stay locked in. Hassan Haze, Arm Your Thinkers, and you are watching Hood News. I want to see y'all on 1010 too. If you just come to build with me in the ministry. And the Arm Your Thinkers! Hey, the fans is coming, man. We gotta get them out of here.